line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319. Hot.
Now this time he'll look to throw. They still can't get it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brooks Reed able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Gun, gun, gun!
On 3rd down, that's Coleman, and he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gun, gun, gun! 54, South! Let's go!
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And Jones has it over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Coleman now. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from having the lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's back to throw. Steps away, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Crabtree, the intended receiver.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Ready? 25. 21.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school